good. So, do we need another reason why everyone should be sailing? So, when the zombie apocalypse comes about, if you're not like a botanist or a sharpshooter, you're going to have to cultivate some skills that'll serve you well in the most part. And there is no better way to think about how you're going to survive. If you can just hop on a boat and get anywhere you need to go, non-motorized transportation will make you a king in the new world. And, you can get out to the Atlantic Ocean from Lake Champlain, believe it or not. So, you can be hopping from island to island, checking things out. And interestingly, Lake Champlain is one of the most challenging lakes to learn how to sail on. So like learning how to ski at Mad River Glen, if you can do it here, you can do it anywhere. So the second reason why everyone should be sailing. So when I first took this job, I have an Irish cousin named Colin. I told him about what I did. And I told him about the Community Sailing Center. And he said, and he's a colorful guy, he said, you fucking Americans, anywhere else in the world, sailing is a normal pastime. It's part of what we do. If I want to get on the lake, I call my cousin, and we go out and we go sailing. And I don't have to ask, I have a boat or whatever he's saying. So, but in America, your rich people have stolen it. And here are now to make community sailing in order to make it able to go back out. And I was like, yeah, in fact, what's funny is we are also like funded by philanthropy. And I was like, Colin, he's still there. So interestingly, at the Community Sailing Center, if you want to go out, you can do it with at the same cost it would, a pair of Birkenstocks to learn to go out and be able to sail. So third reason of why everyone should sail. And usually at this point when I start talking to people, they're like, yeah, I'm too short. I'm not like sailor type person. I don't know if I'm the right person to be in a boat. I guarantee you if I can be doing it, anybody can be doing it. The other thing that often comes up is the notion of water scares me. Most of the kids that come out sailing with us, they're from countries where if you go near the water, you get eaten alive. So they've got an excuse, and they're out there with us. And the other part of this, too, is we scholarship about a third of every person that comes through our door. So it could be free. So that's a component of why we make sure to think about why sailing. The third is this book came out a little while ago. If you haven't read it, I don't recommend it. Unless you're like a neuroscientist or a water nerd. But what I'll sum up for you is the fact that this is a type of thing that coalesces the idea of why does real estate that looks out over water cost more than real estate that looks at mountains? Why is it that you want to read near water? Why is it that we want to be out there doing these things? There's actually neuroscience that says that it being on or near water releases dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin pound for pound more than any other place where you might do a similar activity. That's why our yoga on the dock or yoga on a paddleboard is wildly popular. And the last reason I want to talk about why sailing on Lake Champlain is we used to be a lake town. Like a long time ago, if you worked in Burlington, you were moving logs onto the water or you were somehow connected to the lake. We've shifted. It is no longer, in fact, many times people call us a college town now. We are starting a new renaissance. We want everyone here to think of themselves as you live in a lake town. You can go out on the lake. There are no barriers. And you've got this community sailing center that makes it possible for you to get out there and do it. So think of it this way. We are the way for you to do this, whether you're going out for a couple of hours, if you're going to go out for a weekend. or if you're going to try and survive humanity, that's why you should be sailing. So, thank you all.